Hello, my friends.
In 2108,
This is your friend Iggy
humanity
back again.
began colonizing the stars.
You are seeing Mechwarrior 5 first
Their
here.
reach would eventually span a vast region of space known as the Inner Sphere. During its golden age, under the governance of the Star League, the Inner Sphere experienced unprecedented peace, prosperity, and technological advancement. But with a great rise comes a great fall. Beset by greed and mistrust, humanity splintered. The Star League crumbled. Technological advancement slowed. The great houses, each vying for supremacy, turned on one another, engaging in a series of conflicts known as the Succession Wars. Amidst this chaos, mercenaries became the proxy forces for the great houses. Numerous battlefields sprung up across the Inner Sphere, dominated by hulking war machines known as battle mechs. The year is now 3015, and these steel behemoths have become the tools of the mercenaries' trade. It's a lucrative time, yet one beset with perils of all kinds. Only the most skilled and brave among them will rise to become legend.
That's right. Mechwarrior 5 just released today. You're seeing it again here first. Now, I remember playing Mechwarrior 2 way back in the day on my maybe either it was a Intel 50 megahertz SX2 processor, or it could have been a 133 megahertz Pentium 1. I don't remember, but the graphics I thought back then were amazing. Going back and looking, they were horrendous. Now playing this looks beautiful. So we are playing the solo campaign.
Commander Mason, please report to the hangar for testing. The Centurion is waiting for you.
Aye, aye, Captain. Now they do also have a co-op, but we're not playing that. It looks, I think it's local co-op. Wow. I am like that small.
There you are. Come on, everyone's waiting. Get to the Centurion at the far end of the hangar and we'll get started.
Open up the gate. I can't jump. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Alright, son. Fahad wants us to run the Centurion through its paces to see how it does. He spent months getting it operational again after we recovered it from that ruined factory on Ramen 2.
They even have noodles in the future.
Hopefully nothing explodes during the test, mate. I'm pretty confident you won't need to eject.
Thanks.
No promises though, eh?
He's joking, I think. Go on and power her up.
Reactor online.
Good.
Sensor
Fahad?
online.
Yeah, bringing up the systems now.
Also,
Okay, armor and structure display up. Weapon systems up.
There we go.
Tactical display up. Everything looks good to go.
Keep in
Love
mind
it.
there's parts on that mech that are at least 200 years old. So ease it forward slowly, and we'll see how it goes. And don't forget to hit the brake once you're clear of the hangar.
Look at her go, eh? That's my girl. She's a beauty, isn't she?
Certainly is. Okay, engage reverse throttle and navigate into the waypoint I've set up. Use your tactical display to see where you're going. Nice work. Now revert to your drone cam. Let's go ahead and do a left-right rotation test.
Unfortunately, we have to do the test at first.
Try looking around in all directions. Good. As you can see, the torso rotates independently from the legs. Your direction of movement, therefore, may differ from the direction you're actually looking. If you check your tack screen, you can see your current leg orientation is represented by the dotted line, and your torso orientation is represented by the cone. Go ahead and try auto-aligning the torso with your legs. Excellent. Now move your torso to the left or right. Then try aligning your legs with the torso this time. Looking good. The mobility course is next. Show me how fast you can get through those turns while still hitting each of the waypoints.
So I have on the top left-hand corner frames per second and all that good stuff. Now I am using also OBS on here. So, and XSplit VCam.
The Centurion was made to have a good balance between speed and firepower. All we have to do now is find out if the weapon systems work.
Oi, what do you mean if the weapons work? You know how long I've spent stripping each one of those components and putting them back together again? They'll bloody well work, mate.
You heard the man. Let's go shoot some stuff. Follow me. You know, back when I was your age, I once slammed the hunchback I was piloting right into my instructor's javelin.
No
Oh,
way.
man, was he pissed.
Captain Nelson,
Yeah, go ahead, Rihanna.
thought you'd want to know that all repairs to the Leopard have been completed. We're now spaceworthy and ready to take on our next contract. How's the kid faring?
He's a natural, just like his old man.
I see humility is still in short supply, as usual. Just don't break that mech. We need it in full working order.
Weapon systems are now online, gents. Be gentle, hey?
Always, my friend.
Yeah, right. That's a load of bollocks, isn't it?
All right. I've mapped the autocannon to Weapon Group 1. You're free to fire whenever you're ready.
So cool. And right around.
Take note of your ammo levels.
Nice.
Always remember to manage your reserves. You run out of shells in the middle of a firefight, it could be your last one. Lasers are mapped to Weapon Group 2. Fire when ready. Alright, that's good enough. Those lasers generate significant heat. You can see the temperature readout next to your armor and structure display. All weapons generate heat when fired. You overheat your mech during a firefight, and it could trigger a shutdown, so keep that in mind. Now for the fun stuff. Long-range missiles are set to Weapon Group 3. The target lock has been disabled for the
Whoops.
moment, but never mind that. Just go ahead and fire at will.
Will must be over there, because, yeah.
Well, as you can see, LRMs don't track unless you have a target lock on something. Yep, they're as dumb as a post without it. Well, let's try targeting a drone first. And this time before you fire your LRMs.
Target acquired. Target.
Makes a hell of a difference having that
Beautiful.
target lock.
I love the way it just and rains down on
Step is to test moving and firing at the same time. I've set up a series of aerial targets for you.
So cool.
Move through the aerial combat course as quickly as you can and shoot the drones down. I'll meet up with you on the other side.
So when I was playing before,
Target acquired.
I was getting over 90 frames per second, kind of like what I'm getting now, but I was using a different method for the RTX, and it was causing OBS to have all sorts of issues for NVEnc new.
Target acquired.
I'm just using regular NVEnc. Now, so unfortunately it does drop down a little bit. Let me show you. I am playing at 2560 by 1440, VSync off, smooth frame rate off. Smooth frame rate ensures that you get 60 frames per second, but you're not going to get anything over 62 frames per second. Then I have everything maxed out here. I have anisotropy at 16x. So, of course, that puts a little hurting on the GPU as well. I also have XSplit VCam running on here. So that's getting rid of my background. Then also allowing for my chair to be seen. The graphics are beautiful. Mind you, I mean, they could be better, but compared back to the original Mechwarrior 2, these are amazing. And again, this is the solo player. They have a co-op mode as well.
Well, nice shooting. Now take up a position by the barricade. Okay, I've projected 3 mechs each with differing damage profiles. You should see them in the ravine below. Target the first one on your left. You can zoom in on the target for a more accurate shot, if you need to. Targeting and telemetry seem to be working. Note the center torso on that first mech. It's reading heavily damaged. Destroying the CT will destroy the mech no matter its relative condition. Go ahead and destroy the center torso. See that second mech? Both legs are heavily damaged. With one leg destroyed, mechs become easy targets. Both legs? It's over for them. Take out both legs.
Target acquired. Target.
Nicely done. The cockpit on that third mech is seriously damaged. It's a difficult shot to make, especially in the chaos of battle. But the fastest way to take out a mech is to eliminate the pilot. Go ahead and try shooting the cockpit.
Target acquired.
There you go. Now we're almost done. The battle simulation I've set up for you is the last hurdle. Follow me. You're gonna go head-to-head with an urban mech. They're slow and poorly armored. Perfect for this particular test. Should be a piece of cake for a pilot like you.
So what do you guys think of the game so far? I mean, I know we're going, through the training right now. Trainings are typically boring.
Centurion seems fully fit and ready for battle. Let's head back. When we get back back to the base. We'll buy Fahad a few beers to say thanks. Yeah, of course we'll have to listen to him gripe about how rough we are on his battle mechs. Small price to pay, I suppose, for having one of the best mechanics in the entire Inner Sphere.
Fahad.
Captain Mason, my sensors are showing multiple dropships inbound on our location. I'm showing over a dozen bogies. Captain,
Dozen
I think
bogies.
we're under attack.
Come on, let's go. We need to get back to the base.
It's a big one. Those are like little dorks. He looks awesome.
Get to the base now. I'm gonna try and draw them off. By yourself? We can fight them together. No. From what Rihanna says, there's too many of them. Don't worry, I'm just gonna distract them. I'll catch up with you. Now go!
Commander, the base is under heavy bombardment. I've ordered a full evac. You need to hurry.
Yeah, copy that.
We've come for the coordinates. We know you have them. Give them to us, and your family is safe.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Who are you?
Is that really the way you want to play this? Seriously?
Seriously.
Listen to her, Nikolai. It'd be a shame to have to kill your only son over what? A set of numbers.
You've done your research, I see. But you're too late.
Nice and action-packed.
Hold on, Commander. I'm getting us out of here.
So, basic intro to Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. Tugs a little at the heartstrings.
Commander, sorry to wake you, but our sitrep has changed. Head to the bridge as soon as possible.
I like to play the solo missions first. That way you form a connection with the characters and they're not just blank
Commander,
characters.
Good to see you up. We haven't really had a chance to speak since your father was killed. I'm not much for sentimentality, but I worked with your father for a long time. He was a good man. Hell, he sacrificed his life to save ours. I don't know what's going to happen next, but whatever it is, I'd like to be part of it. I'd like to stay on as your ops commander. That is, if you'll have me.
You kidding me?
Yes.
Your family, Rihanna. or as close as I have now. Besides, I'm gonna need you.
Yes, I suspect you will. About Icitrep, it's not great news. Those bastards that came after us are in the process of setting up a blockade of the system, which means we're going to be trapped here with a tightening noose around our necks unless we do something about it.
Who are these guys?
Another mercenary outfit by the looks of it. I don't know more than that at the moment.
And these
Mercs,
coordinates
button
you're looking
heads.
for?
Not a clue, but we're going to find out. First things first, we need transport out of the system. That means a jump ship. I sent out a transmission right after the attack through the HPG. The message was for a long-time client of your father's and an old friend of mine. Name is Spears. He has powerful connections. I'm hoping he can help us out. Until I hear back from him, there's nothing we can do except lay low. In the meantime, Fahad wants to see you down in the hangar. The Centurion needs repairs and he wants to discuss them with you. I'll let you know when I hear back from Spears.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Copy that.
So I feel bad that, you know, we're getting subpar frames per second, but that's again because I'm using the NVEnc new on OBS, or I was, but I kept getting issues. So now I'm using regular NVEnc, and unfortunately it's not the greatest.
Hey, mate. Figured you'd want an update on the Centurion. Took a bloody beating back there, so fair warning. It's gonna be a while before she's operational again. Means you're gonna have to get comfortable with the light mech over in Bay 1 for now. She's a good girl. Won't let you down, you treat her right.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, heard that before. Anyways, you know the drill. Access the repair terminal here. Once you're done, I'll get started on the work, eh?
Added load on the screen, repair all buttons, start work. So this, okay, so that's not the mech I was using. I don't like the way that they throw you in here. Kind of really don't give you a whole lot of options. So you don't really totally know what you're doing. I don't 100%. Let's go ahead and repair him. Start. Alright, this is my baby. Alright, so then when you're done there, let's go back up here.
Hey, Commander. I've received a transmission from Spears in response to my request for help. Take a listen.
Rihanna, I received your message. I'm sorry to hear about Nikolai. He was a good man, and an even better pilot. He'll be sorely missed. I assume his son will be taking over the operation. Nikolai was always bragging about the boy's skills. Well, I hope he was right. I've begun working on a plan to get you safe passage out of the system, but it's going to take a little time. I expect you already know by now that whoever attacked you has set up a blockade to prevent your escape. It's a large system, though, so we can use that to our advantage. As soon as you receive this, I want you to proceed to the outermost planet in the system. It's little more than a hunk of ice with a few leftover mining operations on it. There's an abandoned power station there. Now, I've got it on good authority that local raiders are using it as a secret cache for their ill-gotten goods. I know you can use supplies and materials for your repairs, and I expect you'll find what you need at that location. I've attached the exact coordinates to this message. Once I have a proper plan in place, I'll contact you again. For now, be safe.
All right.
Thank
Time
you,
to
kind
suit
sir.
up, Commander. I've already input the coordinates. All I need is for you to sign off and get us there.
Understood.
Aye, Captain. Accept. So I'm using the baby. Ready. Alright, so if you remember the original Mechwarrior, it was so slow. Everything you did, I think no matter how good your computer was, it was so slow. Getting into a battle here seems to take a little bit, but once you're in there, it speeds
Reactor
up.
online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay. The abandoned power station is located on the other side of the ridge. You should be able to make your way through the pass undetected.
Copy that.
Good hunting, Commander. That javelin you're piloting is lightly armed, Commander. But what it lacks in firepower and armor, it makes up in speed and mobility.
Good try, Rihanna, but I'd still rather have the Centurion.
I kind of like the bird's eye view of it.
Blame the girl for trying.
Oh, whoops. I completely went around the wrong way. That's okay. So yes, you have a jetpack.
Jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty.
Was it? Which way was it? Which way was it? I just went the wrong way. Another cool thing about the mechs is you can kind of fly.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty.
For a very limited amount of time. And when they say empty, it recharges.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty.
Empty. So just use that to your advantage. So I keep looking over at the second screen
Station being used by these raiders is derelict.
that's showing OBS.
You can bet its perimeter defenses won't be. My guess, the raiders will have turrets stationed around the perimeter. If that's the case, it means they must have a generator close by. Find and destroy that generator before assaulting the plant, and you'll have a much easier time of it.
Got it. Thanks.
Heads up, Commander. I'm detecting enemy units up ahead. Could be a
Yes.
raider patrol.
Copy.
Incoming missile.
Come on.
jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel low.
That was kind of dumb. Of me, not them. Kind of making things more difficult on myself. Where is it? Just trying to get rid of these guys. There we go. I am killing myself.
Target acquired.
Yeah, I am making a mess of my mech.
Target acquired.
Perfect. With the generator blown, the turret should be disabled now.
I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last because I shouldn't have gone head first into that, but oh well.
Okay, there's the geothermal power plant up ahead. There's a number of storage buildings in and around the plant itself. I suspect that's where they're storing their loot. Time to smash and grab, Commander. Once you locate a storage crate,
Where is it?
mark it for pickup, then move on to the next building. From my initial scans of the site, I've marked where I think the crates could be located. Look there first.
Roger that.
Jump jet fuel low.
Come on.
Good work. Marked for pickup.
Alright, so that was the first crate.
jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel low.
Nice.
Okay, got it. Keep looking.
Oh. Oh, is there more? There was more over where? Over there. There we go. Stop it.
All right, that should do it. Go ahead and meet me at the exfiltration point. If you see
Exfiltration.
anything worth blowing up on your way out, say a weapons depot or something, I
Depot.
want objects.
Understood.
Not a depot, but a depot. Come on. I can't have you shooting at me. I hate that you can't do anything until your lasers recharge. And you can see on my bottom right hand corner, that's all I have right now in this mech, and I lost my right arm. Nice. I should take a bigger hit. Let's get away from here for a minute. Ah, that didn't do anything.
Jump jet fuel low.
Ah, forget it. Before we get killed fooling around.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty. Jump jet fuel low.
So,
Jump jet
pretty cool. You can imagine as you progress in the game, you're going to get better mechs. You're going to get more abilities. You might get an arm back. So as soon as I get back in, I'm going to see if they give me time in between missions, if anything, to repair my mech. And let's see. Two out of two, okay. No, can't do that. All right. All right. So let's go ahead, come over here to the console. Actually, we got to talk to this guy first,
Hey,
Fahad.
boss man, that was quite the haul you brought back. Gonna make the repairs a bit easier now. But don't go getting stars in your eyes or nothing. I'm overworked as it is, and this shit needs a lot of loving, eh? So your Centurion is still gonna take plenty of time to fix. But yeah, like I said, nice job out there. Your old man.
Thank you, Captain.
Now if there's nothing else, gonna get back at it, alright? Lot of work to do. Story of my life.
So, let's go ahead, put this to repair. Start the work. It's going to take 17 days. And yeah. So we got a lot of time. Now, mind you, even though it says repairing, we can always jump in another fight. And then over here, he wants me to go talk to her, to Rihanna again, about getting my next mission. But I'm going to go ahead, leave the game like this. I am going to be playing some more of this, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I think I'm going to switch to a hardware encoder. The reason I didn't want to use it, it only goes up to 1920 by 1080. So, but either way, it's still going to look great. A lot of you are going to be playing at 1920 by 1080, so I'll just take it down a notch. Or maybe I'll try it again at 1920 by 1080. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Not only of the game, but just the gameplay, if anything. And then I'm also going to list down below my system specs so you guys can compare. Again, just remember, I was getting much higher frames per second before when I was under NVEnc new. Went down, and anyway, so Iggy out for now. And you will see a lot more from me soon on Mechwarrior 5. See you guys.